Okay, so I don't know if anybody else out there is struggling with any mental health diagnoses, but I thought I would post to see if I'm not alone. But basically, I have been trying to get diagnosed with something for since at least 2016, which I know that was a paradigm shift for a lot of people, but for me, it was the year that I completed the Ironman Wisconsin, and it was like I immediately started suffering a postpartum depression because for 9 months I just gesticulated on Iron being an Iron Man, and I didn't go and see any of those movies. I missed the whole Incredible Hulk, Black Widow era of their lives because I was Iron Man training, and I became an Iron Man eventually, 15 hours and however many minutes later, and that was amazing. But then I immediately went into this postpartum depression. And then I didn't know how to deal with that, and my blood pressure rose, and things changed, and I started drinking too much, and it was a whirlwind. I moved away from Chicago. The Cubs won. Um, I moved away after they won, so at least I got to check that off the bucket list. And then I went to North Hollywood, and I was really miserable. And then I decided to leave that job because I wanted to be closer to home. So I immediately got a job in Thailand, which makes perfect sense. And yet somehow it did because it reawakened me. So a lot of times I feel like if I'm going to chunk my life, like, yeah, things do feel different pre 2020 COVID because that's a paradigm shift too. And now you're like, oh God, she said paradigm shift twice, and I don't even know what that means. And I guess what a paradigm shift is when you think you know the way the world's going to work, and then it completely changes. So, like kindergarten, you go for half a day, you think you know how school works, and then next year you have to go for a full day. It's like, oh no. And so you probably have a lot of memories of before and after that shift, or maybe you've forgotten one and not the other. And this is probably not at all what a paradigm shift is. Anyway, I better stop there before I gotta go look that up before I put something wrong out into the world. Guys, if you're seeing this, it means that I have a morally obligated GPT correction in the comments. Please read.